Every 12 years, Jupiter comes back to the exact degree it was in when you were born, and almost everyone treats it like a lucky season is arriving on schedule. Book the trip, take the risk, expect the universe to hand you something. But Jupiter doesn't expand what's comfortable. It expands whatever you've already been building, including the parts of your life you privately know don't fit anymore. The luck story is the version that's easiest to sell, not the one that's actually true. Here's what actually happens under a Jupiter return. Everything gets bigger before it gets better, including the problems. If you've been quietly overcommit, this is the year the calendar finally cracks. If you've been underpaid and telling yourself it's temporary, this is the year temporary stops being believable. People walk in expecting a windfall and instead get a mirror, a much clearer, much louder version of the exact thing they've been minimizing for over a decade, showing up all at once instead of easing in. Miss the real signal, and you spend the whole year chasing the wrong kind of bigger. You say yes to more hours, more obligations, more people who need something from you, because Jupiter feels like permission to expand, and you assume expansion always means good news. 12 months later, you're exhausted, spread thin across a life that looks more impressive from the outside and feels worse to actually live in, wondering why the lucky year left you more depleted than the 10 ordinary years before it, instead of finally lighter. Do the math. Are you in a Jupiter return year right now, or close to one? Comment your age and what's been quietly getting too big to ignore lately. You might already be in it and not know the name for it. The shift is asking a harder question before you say yes to anything new. Bigger in service of what, exactly? Not, does this feel exciting? Almost everything does under Jupiter. That's the trap. Ask whether this expansion moves you toward the life you actually want, or just adds more weight to a structure you'd already privately outgrown. A Jupiter return isn't asking you to want less. It's asking you to finally stop being vague about what more is supposed to be more of. Then do the audit Jupiter is actually pushing you toward. List every commitment, relationship, and role that's expanded this year without your full consent. The favor that became a standing obligation, the side project that quietly became a second job. For each one, ask if you'd choose it again today, on purpose, knowing what it actually costs you now. The ones you wouldn't choose again aren't a Jupiter problem. They were already too big before Jupiter got here. It just made them impossible to keep ignoring. A man I'll call Diego spent his Jupiter return convinced it meant a promotion was coming. So he said yes to every extra project that came his way. Certain more visibility meant more luck. Instead, he got the promotion and a caseload that ate every weekend for a year. The real Jupiter signal had actually shown up 8 months earlier, in a job offer with less title but a real schedule, which he'd turned down because it felt smaller. He didn't miss his lucky year. He just misread which door it walked through. Diego's story isn't about bad luck or bad timing. Jupiter did exactly what it was supposed to do. He just wasn't asking the right question when it knocked. Once he understood the pattern, the next expansion decision got easier. Not does this feel big and exciting, but is this actually the shape I want my life to take? That's what a Jupiter return is really for. Not a windfall that shows up on its own, but a once-a-decade chance to finally choose your more on purpose instead of by accident. If this explained a year that felt bigger but not necessarily better, like this video. Comment what's been quietly expanding in your life lately, and whether you'd actually choose it again. This is Shadow Work, the series that names what your chart is actually asking of you, not just what it promises. Subscribe if today's episode made you rethink what lucky really means.